to take that moment and take a few breaths and relax. So we're not going to do our corner dots today. I've actually, we're going to do kind of a triangular shape. And if you think, so I put a dot up near the top, but I actually might move it down just a bit, put it a little lower. And then I put a dot on both sides, and this would be about halfway. So I'm a little less than half down here at the bottom. So he's going to be a triangular shaped gnome. And I think when we're drawing our line with the pencil, I'm going to kind of round the corners a bit. And I'm going to, you know, make him have a shape. He's not perfect. And with your lines, don't worry if yours are different than mine. It's going to work fine. It's going to be fine. So, still working with the pencil, we're going to put in a couple more lines. I'm not quite halfway down, but this is going to be his hat up here. So I'm going to divide for the hat. And maybe put a little bit of a rim on the hat. And I'm going to give him a big nose. And then he's going to have a beard that's going to come around, and however your beard wants to go. Just let the beard go in there. And almost like two big crescent moons. I'm going to give him two shoes. I'll just come down below the line a bit there. Can you see them all? Yeah, you can see them all there. Okay. And then my guy out front has these great little mittens that sit out the sides. So I'm going to just draw a little mitten on both sides. So there's our little gnome. Okay, and now we'll start to tangle. And I am just going to pick, I'm not even going to think about what color. I'm going to pick just colors and have some fun with this. So he's going to be a multicolor gnome today. But like I said, he's going to look really good too if you do it in all different colors. I think I'm going to start with his hat. And I'm going to do Zander, a little clip around the line, and then we're going to draw another clip on the other side just to wrap around the line. And we're going to put 3 or 4 or 5 of them along the row, how many ever fit in. 2 little kind of C shapes. I'm doing mine backwards, they don't have to go that way. Normally when we do Zander, we kind of just leave it fluffy at the end, or like you can do that for sure, but I think I'm going to kind of make mine go fit the shape a bit. We'll see how it goes in. So I like to start with the center line and add a little highlights in there as I go. So I'm going to do a couple little dashes here and there. As I go through with the line through the center. And those are going to create sparkles. And then I'm going to do a line on each side of this one, and I might copy the sparkles, or I might change how they look a little. And after I get about those three rows in, I'm just going to continue on each side, just bringing lines down. I'm not going to worry, the sparkles are kind of done now. And I like to continue on down, but you can, at any time, you could just fill in one section at a time. And you don't need to worry if you get the same number of lines in each section. And if you wanted your lines to come out and be all random, that would look really cool too. I think I'm going to give my guy a red nose. Like, so I'm just going to over the nose and I think we'll go and work on the beard. And for the beard, we're going to use a tangle called Tidings. So I'm going to do these are going to be very random. I'm just going to do an S shape, and then I'm going to put a little teardrop on each end. And I'm just going to fill in my whole beard area with these S shapes. And some can go the other way, and you want to change the size. And once you've got him pretty much full of those S's that are all wonky and going different directions and different sizes, then we're going to come back, and you can just pick a starting point, and you're going to aura all of your S's. And if you run into another one, you're just going to kind of do that hullabow. I might go a little outside my line, or I might just stop at the line. Okay, and once you're at your first aura in, you're going to start to just fill in between with continuous auras. So I'm going to just come down in and kind of follow my shapes and spiral in on the auras. You can see what I just did there, following the shape that was in. I think this tangle makes a great beard. It's also good for scenery, for water. It has lots of movement. For his shoes, I'm just going to I'm going to outline them in green. This is kind of like a giant crescent moon here. Actually, we could do like a crescent moon. So in my plan, I was just going to almost leave them like this, but why don't we do crescent moon in the shoes? We'll just do a little crescent moon. Okay. I thought to decorate his garment or his sweater underneath, we would do a tangle that's called Raddox. And it's just a giant zigzag pattern. So it kind of reminded me of a Fair Isle sweater. And let me see. I haven't used a lot of the red, so I'll just go in with red again. I'm going to just do a giant zigzag. And it's hard to see my kind of comes in and around like this here. I'm just going to put the pencil a little darker so you can see it. So I'm going to do a giant zigzag, and he's going to run into the shoes and the beard or the zigzag. That's okay. Stop and start again where you think it was. Then I'm going to aura that line. So it's going to come up under the beard a bit for me. Yours might not, so. And I'm going to just stripe, so I'll just join my points together and add some stripes in there. A lot of lines going on today. Then I'm going to do another aura of the zigzag on each side. So I'm just going to not going to have much showing on the top one, but I'm still going to put it in. If you want to have fun, you put little polka dots along the edge. I'm going to just leave them. You can come back and I can come back and add more if I want to there. Move up to his hat. And for his hat, we're going to do a tangle called W2. And what color have I not used? Okay, I think he's going to get a pink hat because I haven't used pink. I'm going to start near the top, and I'm going to be doing a row of little squares. And I'm going to try, as I work my way down, they're going to get a little bit bigger and maybe a little further apart. And I'm kind of following my outside edge of the hat. Then I'm going to do another row. And then I'm going to I don't have really room up here to do more until I get down to this one. We're going to color the squares in solid. Okay, so I'm going to start the next step. So if you haven't got them all colored in, that's okay. We can go on and finish the W2, and then you can go back and color more in. So we're going to go back to this very first row we did. And what we're going to do is we're going to alternate sides. I'm going to draw a line, one side, and the other side. So I'm just joining the squares together, one side, then the other side. Then at the top and the bottom, I'll just let the lines just come off. Now on our next row, we're going to want to do the opposite. So this line is on the left, so I want it to be opposite on the right. And then we'll continue down the row. Right, left, right, left. Okay, now I have one more here to do. So we want it to be opposite. So this one is on the right-hand side, so I'm going to want it on the left-hand side. Okay, so now I'm going to turn my tile 90 degrees. So now it's facing the opposite direction. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'll start down here at the bottom, towards the rim of the hat. And kind of have this kind of like a plus shape happening if you look at if you look at 4 squares. So inside the plus shape, you're going to want to close that off. So I'm going to go on the right side and the left side. And then I'll just continue. Okay, so you're looking for like that little plus shape. So now we're going to continue the same way we did the coming down the hat. So this one is on the right, so this one is on the left. So it's always the opposite side. And then just finish the top. So now this one I just did was on the right side, so this one's going to be on the left side. that leaves our mittens. And I had a hard time deciding what to do for the mittens. So I might get you guys to choose. I was looking at possibly doing mukas, which is a lot of fun, or just filling the mitten in with Flux. We can go different ways with the Flux. We can, but I was also looking at possibly doing, but we have a lot of lines happening. But what's the name of that? Henna drum. So what do you think? Muka? Let's do Flux. Okay, I'm going to, I think his mitten should be, I'm going to do jelly roll. I'm going to do a green jelly roll on his mittens. So I'm going to just outline them. And I think I'm going to start in the corner here and I'm going to just put Flux. I'm just going to let it kind of flow where it wants to go. Look at this thumb, just makes one big flux. When we put the stems in, that's going to help add the direction. I'll just do the same on the other side. Just outline the mitten. What do you think? Do you think we should outline the hat and the body? Probably. We could do it with just shading. I think I'll do the hat with shading, but I think I will outline the body in the red when I did the could definitely outline the hat too if you it does look better. Maybe we should outline the hat. Let's outline the hat. And I think we need one more tangle. I think we need to have a little sprinkle on the top of the hat, or a sprinkle or a zinger. I'm going to go back to the purple. Just bring in a big kind of fescue. The teardrop on the end. You could do a double line there too if you like. It usually does have a double line. And then this is where we build that little kind of beehive on top. Yeah, he definitely needed a zinger up there. Okay. Then we can do some shading. I'm going to start from the top down for the shading. And on the zinger, I'll just add a little bit of shading at each of the creases. Then on the W2, at all the intersections, I'm going to put down a little bit of graphite wherever there's an overlap. And if you miss one or two as you go, you'll have enough on your tortillon to continue. shade our Zander next, and underneath to the clips, I'm going to put some shadow. And I'm going to gently pull that in. And I'll pull a little bit on each side, but avoiding the center where we've got our nice sparkles. So it might be nice to have a shadow following along the hat area. And his nose I'm going to leave pretty plain. I'm just going to put a little C shape in there and open that up there. On the beard, I'm going to just go along all the edges. And I'm going to really soften those and pull them down in those lines. So I'm going to go around once, softening them really nicely. And then I'm going to go around again and really pull them into the center, but still leaving a highlight, so sparkle, but in the middle, light. This time I'm going to pull it just a bit further. You could do the same around the bottom of his, but maybe I'll go a lot lighter, just go right lightly along the bottom edge of the sweater. And then I think on the zigzag, I'm going to just do one on the downward. And then again, I just want to soften those out. Just I'm kind of liking him. I'm going to just leave the gloves because I did them in gel pen, but you could put some shadow in the flux at the bottom. And I think at the bottom, just a little shadow under his shoes. And then we have a little gnome. It's kind of cute. Initial. And you can do more shadowing if you want to in the crescent moon, like if you want to just gonna tuck my initials in. So I'm gonna do the back. So getting much better at signing and dating. So I know when I did them, but I'm not so much better at writing down the tangles on the back.